kind of like in the first Harry Potter, whenever Minerva says, "Would you really trust Hagrid with something as important as this?" He says, Professor,
I would trust
Hagrid
with my life.
with my life."
Yeah, and honestly, throughout the entire series, he proves that. You know what I mean? By the last book, even as a reader, you're like, I would trust Hagrid.
Oh yeah.
I would trust him with my life because I feel like if he cared about me, that dude will die for me. Like,
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like for Harry, he would have died. Not a doubt in my mind.
100 times.
And so yeah, and I like that it's kind of foreshadowing in a way, without really being foreshadowing for that particular line, because it is kind of telling you what role is Hagrid going to play in this series. And by Dumbledore saying that, it's like, oh, and the fact that he's bringing Harry, it's like, oh, he's going to be Harry's protector.
Yeah.
You know, he's going to be the one that looks after him, and he does.
Remember in the 7th one, I think it's part 1, he says, "I brought you here." I'm almost tearing up right now.
Yeah.
He comes here. Moody, Mad-Eye interrupts and says, "All right, we got to get going." But Hagrid says, "I brought you here 17 years ago, and I'm going to take you from here."
Yeah, it only feels right that
It only feels right. Like that's the kind of guy Hagrid is.
Mm-hmm.
He probably thought of that the first day he brought him here.
Yeah.
When he landed in Privet Drive, Hagrid, with Harry in it with him, he probably said, "When this guy moves out, I'm flying him out of here too."
Yeah.
And he probably was, because who loved Harry the most?
Oh, yeah.
Like Minerva definitely did. Dumbledore definitely did. Hagrid with his big fat heart.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And J.K. Rowling, she thought about killing him off in the 5th or 6th or 7th one of them, and she just couldn't do it.
The last one.
The 7th one?
Yeah, because you remember on that flight, he gets hit, and he slumped over the bike for most of the journey.
Yeah.
And that's where she really thought about it, but then at the end had him come back that it was just a stupefy spell or something like that hit him. Because she thought about it, but one of her also reasonings was the fact that she killed Hedwig at the same time, and she said it just felt wrong to really kill Hedwig and Hagrid. Both he got basically.
That'd be too much.
Yeah, because he got
Pick
both.
one.
Because Hagrid bought him Hedwig.
True.
So it's kind of like,
I thought Hedwig was a pretty big loss itself.
oh yeah, I cried when I read that in the book.
I was like, dang, I thought he was going to live. I didn't think about him ever dying.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought nobody would Avada Kedavra Hedwig. You know what I'm saying?
And I love how they did it in the movie. They make it look good because that's how it was kind of described. That Hedwig flew up in front of
Protected him.
Yeah. But I remember reading the book, and the way she did Hagrid when he got slumped over, there was a part of me that was just like, bitch, you better not fucking have killed it. I'm reading that chapter like,
right.
When's Hagrid coming back? Because you're not going to tell me you just killed the friggin' owl, and now you just killed the other.
Right.
You killed Sirius Black. Can Harry not get one dude who is like
the Sirius one?
Yeah.
That's probably my least favorite death in the whole series.
Same.
My least favorite. Everybody else I understand.
And that's still one of what's odd is one of my most favorite scenes from Harry Potter is right before Sirius's death. That line, "Get away from my guts." Boom.
Hold on. I couldn't hear you. Let me reposition here. I'm gonna stretch out a bit. Is it in the book or the movie, though?
Both. I'm pretty sure. It's been a while since I've read the 5th book.
But it's definitely in the movie. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, when they show up at the ministry, he tells Lucius, "Get away from my guts."
Oh yeah.
Pops.
Well, that's on par with "Not my daughter, you bitch."
Yeah, I remember reading that in the book.
Not my
and
daughter,
just being like,
you bitch.
Hell yeah, Molly Weasley. Hell yeah.
But get away from my guts. Is that what he says? Is it my godson? Well, and then he also calls him James.
Yeah, just moments before, yeah.
Nice one, James.
Yeah.
And it's like, and Harry's like, he's like, oh my God, like, it's that weird complex where it's like, he thinks I'm James in a way.
I look so much like my dad.
I look so much like him, and I act like so
yeah.
much like him. That Sirius kind of treats him
in the heat of the
like
moment.
James.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, he treats him like James. And Harry takes that as a compliment. Because a lot of people treat him like Lily's son. Or they treat him like the chosen one. But Sirius treats him like he's James reincarnated.
Yeah, it's always you have your mother's eye.
Yeah, always.
And the scar. But with Sirius, it was this is James' boy.
This is James' clone.
This is my boy.
Like this is my best friend reborn.
Honestly, that was always like I said, that death was the worst. And I always think about it in the fact that for Sirius, I feel like it really sucks in the fact that I feel like was feeling like he was getting so close to being able to be. I can be Harry's godfather. I can do what my friend did for me. Because you remember, he tells him, when I ran away.
Is it James' parents took him in?
Yeah, and I was always welcome at the Potters.
Yep.
And so I feel like Sirius really felt like if I can get to where I'm, no longer a criminal and I can walk free, I can repay my best friend back by doing what him and his family did for me, and I can be, the protector. I can tell Jay or Harry about all the times me and James got into trouble and did stuff. Like I can take care of him, and then that happens, and it's just like, no. That was one death. I honestly I was a huge Fred and George, and when Fred died, that was another one.
Yeah.
Or was it George? I always forget.
It's Fred, man. Fred.
I was pretty sure it's Fred. Yeah. Yeah. When he died, that hurt. But to be honest, I'm just like Sirius was the worst of them.
Oh yeah, by far the worst ever.
Because it was just like Harry so close to having a dad. And how badass would Sirius be as a dad? You know what I mean? Like Snape puts me in detention. Sirius is gonna show up at Hogwarts and, hey, Snibbly.
Let me ask you this, bro. Now, this is my experience, and I think it's yours too. Every time we watch the third movie, remember that scene where Sirius and Harry are looking at Hogwarts, and Sirius says, "How I long
to go in there
walk through as a free man."
Yeah.
And for that moment, I think it's possible. Every time I watch it, even though I know he's never walking through that castle as a free man.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I see that scene, I'm just like, maybe, please this time. Please, let him do it. Because Gary, I don't mean to separate the actor from the movie, but Gary Oldman, props to him.
Oh, 100%.
Nailed it.
Perfect role.
Nailed it.
Did you
know the little wink he does and everything?
Yeah. Did you know the scene that I was talking about where he punches Lucius? That was actually ad-libbed by Gary. Not the line, but throwing the punch.
Really?
Yeah, because apparently they did it several times, and he was like, "Can I try one thing?" And he talked to Lucius. He's like, "I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna punch you. Can we see what we think of that?" And yeah, he does it, and they were all just like, "Perfect.
No
That's perfect."
way.
Because that's serious for you.
Exactly.
He might have been a pure blood family and stuff, but he still was also enough to realize that magic's not I can hurt you with this. You know what I mean? Like,
that's different.
And I've been in prison. I ain't had magic. I've had to just I've had nothing but time for 13 years.
Get away from my guts. Boom.
Pops him. And
that's when James and Harry goes, and then there's the sad part where he goes, "You've done brilliant." He's like, and it's sad because it's like,
but we'll take it on.
It's like Harry messed up, but he was trying to be good. That's the whole premise of the fifth book. It's like he was fed a false memory, a false.
I'll tell you one thing that I wish they would have put in the movies. They didn't because it was big for me. It was in the fifth book. Remember, after they get back and everything, Harry has that conversation with Nearly Headless Nick about being a ghost. Because there's a hope that Sirius comes back as a ghost. And I remember reading that and thinking, do it. Please, let him come back as a ghost. I know he can't do anything, literally, but he could still be there and have...
Just one interaction.
So he could have conversations.
Just one interaction, man.
And then Nearly Headless Nick basically, puts it like...
Nobody wants this.
Yeah, nobody wants this. Like, I can promise you he's in a better place. Like, if given the option, I probably would not have taken it. Like, basically, it makes it pretty obvious that's not going to happen. But I remember reading that and having that same hope as Harry. Because I was just devastated reading it, that you just lost Sirius. I loved it. And yeah, I had that same hope reading it, that I was like, yeah, maybe he comes back as a ghost. That'd be nice. He could, he might.
And he does in the 7th book.
Yes.
Whenever he has the resurrection stone. Sirius, and Sirius is the main one who talks to him,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And he says, we're in here or something.
Yeah.
It's not even his dad who talks to him, right?
Well,
it's Sirius. Am I wrong?
Oh, yeah, it is. Because I've even noticed it when watching the movie. It's the same way. And I think that would even, I feel like if James and Sirius had a conversation before they came back, I feel like even James would be like, you do the talking, Sirius. You know Harry. I don't. I knew him for less than a year. Like, you actually know him. He knows you.
I'm not going to introduce myself. We don't have much time.
He's seen pictures of me. He's heard stories, but that's it. We've never talked. Like, if we're trying to get a message across to him, he knows you. And I feel like, especially being that good of friends, James would definitely be like, no, you were more of a father to my son because I was dead. Not like I just abandoned him. You know what I mean? Like no, I know you tried your best to be there for him. Because, I mean, in the 4th one, he was always trying to help him, And
he wrote letters, risked his life.
Constantly to talk to Harry.
And even though Harry got himself into trouble on his own in the...
Yeah.
And what was it called? Not the Chamber of Secrets, but the Department of Mysteries.
Yeah.
He got himself in that pickle.
Yeah.
But Sirius was still there.
Yeah.
He didn't care that his son, or his godson, created his own trouble.
Yeah.
He still showed up. Yeah. Even though Harry created his own trouble, he still showed up to say, I got your back, even though this is all your fault.
Exactly, yeah. But yeah, and so I feel like that's why Sirius does more of the talking, because Harry, James, all he says to him is, you're nearly there, son, just a little further. Basically just re-encouragement, you can do this.
They did it perfect in the movie, by the way.
Yeah, because Sirius does,
we're in here, he said.
Yeah, because Harry says something like, will you guys be
Stay with me.
Yeah, well, the first thing he asks is, does it hurt? And Sirius is the one that he saw Cedric get killed, but Cedric's not here. He saw Sirius die. So I feel like that was also very appropriate for him to be the one to tell Harry, it's as easy as falling asleep.
Yep, that's what he says. It's like falling asleep.
Because, even though his dad died, in front of him, he was a baby. He didn't see that. So he has no real recollection of what it looked like. At least with Sirius, it was like, I 100% know what you look like. I saw you die. And so I feel like that's what made him talking in that situation more apropos. Because it was like, okay, not only does Harry know him, respect him, he saw him die. So he knows, if Sirius is lying.
No, it's cool. No, it's very deep.
And then he's just like, will you stay with me? He's like, we will. And it's just beautiful because Sirius is basically telling him, like, no, you can't take the stone with you, man. Like, we can't. That's kind of the issue with the stone. Is you try to bring back your loved ones, and it makes you go depressed and sad because they're not completely back. And I feel like Sirius was kind of putting that into him, and the fact of, like, no, you can't just carry the stone, but you just got to know that we're right here. Like, you can feel us.
I mean, can you believe, first of all, that Dumbledore had the invisibility cloak, which is one of the Deathly Hallows?
Yeah.
And he gave it in Harry's first year.
Oh, yeah.
To Harry. He gave one of the Deathly Hallows, knowing it was one of the Deathly Hallows, to Harry Potter, because it was left in Dumbledore's possession from James. He said, use it. He said, this was left in my possession after your father's died. Use it well. He gave it to Harry he didn't wait till his 3rd year. He said, you're at Hogwarts. Your father said, give it to you. It's yours now. Merry Christmas.
Yep.
And it was one of the Deathly Hallows. Dumbledore had all of them at one time or another. He had the invisibility cloak. He gave it to Harry. He had the resurrection stone. He put on the Gaunt ring, which I think had it on there. And that always kind of confused me.
Yeah.
But it cursed him.
Yeah.
But he was trying to see his daughter or his sister. And parents probably. And so he had the resurrection stone. He held the Elder Wand for years.
Yeah.
Years, man.
I always wonder. It would have been a funny scene because Grindelwald was still alive, obviously, up until Voldemort kills him in the later books. Which at that point Dumbledore was already dead. If after Dumbledore had gotten the Gaunt Ring, gotten the Resurrection Stone, if he went to that prison and went, I got them all. I found them all, bud. Had them all. Didn't need your help.
How's the cloak looking? I kind of like it on the left shoulder. How's the ring looking? Is it nice? Oh, by the way, I got the wand.
You remember this?
I think I got it from you.
Like, how great of a scene would that have been? Like, even if you don't do it like how we did it, just have Dumbledore come visit him and just basically be like, I was able to apprehend all three of them. Just wanted you to know. Like, I know that was something we wanted to do as a kid. I accomplished it. Have a nice life here in the cell. You know, just kind of a Dumbledore, like, little backhanded, like, don't forget who's
Have
out.
a nice life in the cell.
You know.